Yo, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another DnL&x Fitness live stream show. We're gonna get this one in today, so let's go. Yes, sir. Can't hear my claps. There they go. I hear you. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. Yes, sir. Hopefully you're having a good day at work. Hopefully nothing's going bad. But if things are going bad and you're having a terrible day, well, we're going to let Mr. Chow break it down to you.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
And as long as you didn't die, you're still alive, you're still here to make something good happen with your life. Get up, get out, get something, go work out, try to have a good diet, eat a healthy diet, go work out, pray, meditate, do all those good things you need to do to keep yourself intact, in line, spiritually protected, always connected to the source, and just keep on working, keep on grinding, and keep getting closer to what it is you're supposed to be doing here while you're here. In the meantime, let that bullshit slide off you, and you just keep pursuing your dreams and just keep on pushing and keep on grinding. So let's go. Yes, sir. We are simultaneously streaming on different platforms, 5 to be exact. There's YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and Facebook. If you're on YouTube, do your boy a favor. When you see that thumbs up that's going to pop up on your screen, hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. And there it is. It just popped up. So do your boy a favor, hit that like button. If you're on the other platforms, do your boy a great favor and just go ahead and give your boy a simple follow and all that good stuff. And, you know, support the channel and all that goodness and all that goodness. Contribute to today's show, Cash App and the Venmo, Cash App, Daniel2888, Venmo, Danny-Daniel-0. And that's it for the introduction. We finna jump right into today's show. I gotta make sure I turn my phone and stuff down so we don't have too much sound going on. Let me fix that real quick before I start hearing all sorts of crazy sounds on my phone. All right, we got that. Go wait. Before we go any further, let me fix this one thing on my phone that will get crack-a-lacking. Where is it? I can't find it. Give me 2 seconds. There it is. Got it. All right. Anyway, diving into today's show. Today's show is I happened to find out something randomly this morning. I was just going through looking for a topic to talk about, and man, did it slap me right in the face this morning. I was like, hey, whoa, hold on, time out. This should be an easy one. And it was a lot easier than I thought. This was you know what? Let's just get straight to the point. There's a mayor running for there's a dude running for mayor in Carrollton, Texas, and I'll just show you the video that got me on the topic, and we'll just get straight to it. So fair use to tell the traveling clot, but we just gonna start the show off to show you what got me on this particular topic of what we're finna talk about today. So the person that's running for mayor in Carrollton, Texas, I believe. Well, let's just show you so you can understand what we're finna talk about. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take it away. Let me pull this over. We can get that right. Bam. All right, here we go. This is it.
Muhammad from Pakistan running for mayor of Carrollton, Texas. Please, folks, do not let this happen. Please. A very bad idea.
Believe a guy who hates American veterans, who gave him the freedom to say what you're saying.
No one gave me freedom. My parents are the only people that made sacrifice. No vet has made any sacrifice. I want to make that clear. I do not support the U.S. military. No, I do not support the United States. I look down on both entities. I want to make that clear.
You don't vote? How do you feel about veterans?
I don't support veterans.
What?
The only vets I support are the ones that take care of cats and dogs.
Believe a guy who hates American
That is wild. No vet has made any sacrifice. When asked, he's running for mayor of Carrollton, Texas.
The United States. I look down on both entities.
He looks down at the United States of America. Just deport. What is the point? Folks, what's the point of keeping somebody like that around? He's not even from there. He's from Pakistan. What is the point of that? What I don't understand.
All right, I can't let him keep talking and trying to run my show, but I just want you to get understanding that this is what we're doing the show on today, all right? This dude right here. So he's running for mayor of Carrollton, Texas. Oh boy, that does not sound too shabby, especially with those remarks. Yeah. So we're going to watch a couple more videos on this said individual, and then your boy is going to do a deep dive, and we're going to go in and I'm just going to show you just what you need. This is really not even, it's really easy to do this. This one was really easy. I was like, damn, this is all I had to do. And it was like everything just came up. So let me go ahead and just grab the initial one, and then we're just gonna go down and, you know, go down this rabbit hole of said individual. This is gonna be an understanding of who this individual is, and what they're running for, and you know, we all gonna get the point of who's running for mayor in Carrollton, Texas, and we're gonna learn the background of who this individual is, watch some other videos to understand what this said individual is convicted of, and a bunch of other things. So we're just gonna see who this is running for mayor in Carrollton, Texas. So let's just go ahead and get a good understanding. Plus, you know, Texas right here, baby. We just, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get a fair understanding of how, you know, how our fellow Texans rock. And you know, when you come across that state line, it clearly says don't mess with Texas. But like I always say, it's kind of like the thing that's going on in Ireland and UK and all them places and all this stuff. It's like, who put him here? But anyway, how do you get that far? You know, Trump protecting borders, but he sure as hell ain't protecting political borders. So those are two different things, in my opinion. You should be taking care of them both, but hey, whatever. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and get straight to the nitty gritty, and we're going to just dive right into this individual, this character, this person, because they are already taking over places in Michigan, Halifax or Halitrack, Michigan, or some stuff like that. They got places in Michigan, and we know New York, Miami, and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and see what this dude in Carrollton, what he is trying to do. So he's running for mayor in Carrollton, Texas. So let's just learn more about him. Right here, Zoe Muhammad. He's a Carrollton resident who's currently facing multiple felony charges and is also a candidate from Carrollton mayor in May 2026 election. In 2004, Muhammad pleaded guilty to more than 100 felony counts related to a mail ballot fraud scheme and carried out during this failed 2020 Carrollton mayor campaign. Yesterday, he decided to hold an anti-redneck rally at Frisco City Hall. The rally did not go well for him. Hundreds of rednecks patriots showed up. While he arrived completely alone with no visible support, many of us confronted him about his views. During those conversations, he stated that he does not support veterans, a bold statement considering that a large number of us there were veterans. He also said he wanted to dismantle the U.S. government and rebuild it while incorporating certain aspects of Sharia law. At one point, I confronted him on the topic of abortion at 6 to 8 weeks. You don't think that's a baby? He said no. When it does become one, I don't know. So what do you think? That's a little disturbing if you don't know? No. Wow. Okay. When all people tell you who they are, you need to listen to them. Ask yourself this question, let them answer, and they will reveal exactly who they are. And this man should not be in any elect position in America. Well, I mean, I don't even know how the hell they got that far. Because I will tell you one thing, America. This is one thing I do find funny. I'm sorry, I have to say this out loud, but it is what it is. But for people like this to get this far in the damn political voting polls and stuff like that, y'all sure did. From my growing up existence, born in the 80s, y'all from 80s, 90s, 2000, y'all sure did put y'all foot on black people's necks like a mofo. Like, my Lord, Rodney King beatings and all sorts of things that went down. Like, just go through the years and just look at, if a black person tried to do what these people are doing, bro, y'all were burning down cities, towns, houses. Y'all was doing everything, kicking indoors, police raids, planting dope. I'm like, where did those white folks go? Where they at? What happened to them white folks? What happened to the white folks that was playing dope on people, giving people fake charges in jail? Yeah, what happened to them? Did they age out? Is that what that is? So now we got to deal with y'all's kids who are all inclusive and progressive. I digress. Focus. We're focusing on the guy that we're talking about. Anyway, let's continue. So let's go ahead and watch this video about this individual who's at the redneck rally. Here we go.
But they think they did a pretty good job here. I support a women's right to abortion. I don't think anybody should be regulated on that. That's
not regulated at all?
Explain the regulation like that.
Okay, like at what point? At one point in the pregnancy, is it okay to abort?
What do they do it right now? What was it previous to Roe versus Wade? What's your choice?
I'm asking you that. I'm not asking you what the question is right now.
It's probably 6 weeks from what I know.
Why?
I'm not a doctor. Even if it was later than that, if you have something growing in your body and you don't want it there, I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for abortion.
You don't think it's a baby? At what point is it a baby? Hold on.
Even if it was later on,
what is it then?
It doesn't really bother me now.
Then what is it? If it's not a baby? No. I want him to answer the question. Wait, stop. What is it then if it's not a baby?
It's a baby, but I mean, if people don't want to have it, then
It is a baby.
It's their choice.
But if people don't want to have it, they can murder it.
If they've already gave birth to it, I would say that's a baby. At that point,
So it's not a baby. So you just said it is a baby, but it's okay if they don't want it, right?
No. What I'm saying is, I really don't know exactly the cutoff period for when a pregnancy is.
So you want to take that chance?
All right, so we're not gonna. I mean, she's clearly drilling him over, said questions. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Liberals are salivating over his responses. They're like, liberals are like, yes, he's right. He's not a baby. Liberals is like, he gets my vote. Liberals is in love with this guy. Bro's gonna win. Liberals is like, yes, more. We got to get this guy in. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, he's aborting babies. This is fantastic. This is great. Like, wow, how come we didn't find this guy earlier? Liberals is in love with this dude. They like, what? He's one of us. It's like, yeah, he's one of y'all until he get in the office. He gonna get in the office and he gonna be like, all right, now that I'm in here, to all you liberals, he gonna lay the smack down on y'all fools, and he gonna be like, look, if the baby is not Islamist, you cannot be aborted. That is against the law. Anyway, let's watch another video of this guy. Let's see who he is. Here we go.
Believe a guy who hates American veterans, who gave him the freedom to say what you're saying.
No one gave me
right
freedom.
now.
My parents are the only people that made sacrifice. No vet has made any sacrifice. I want to make that clear. I do not support the U.S. military. No, I do not support the United States. I look down on both entities. I want to make that clear.
You don't vote. How do you feel about veterans?
I don't support veterans.
What?
The only vets I support are the ones that take care of cats and dogs.
Believe a guy who hates American veterans, who gave him the freedom
All right, bro said he want to make that clear. Let's listen hear him make that clear one more time.
to say what you're saying.
No one gave me
right
freedom.
now.
My parents are the only people that made sacrifice. No vet has made any sacrifice. I want to make that clear. I do not support the U.S. military. No, I do not support the United States. I look down on both entities.
That bro said, I look down on both entities. He said, I don't support either one. That's why I'm going for mayor in y'all city, and I'm about to wreak havoc upon you people. Yeah, that's right, you people. I'm about to lay the smack down on you fools, and I'm going to get your liberal votes, and I'm going to do all of you in. This is crazy. Oh my Lord, this is wild. This is wild. All right, so we got some more. So we're gonna look into it, but then there's gonna be another part where we got that I have to go into. So right now we're just hearing the person speak. Want to hear what he has to say. I don't want to like do a show on him and like not let the man talk. The man got to speak. He has to have a voice, so we got to let the man use his voice. That would not be fair, So I got to use his voice. All right, so. Here we go. On June 2nd, we have another post that happened. It says on June 2nd, somebody posted that Zul Muhammad is holding a rally against rednecks in Frisco City, Texas. I'm sorry. Are you tired of hearing low class? You know what? Let's just read his tweet. Let's just read his tweet. So he posted this. This is what he posted about his battle against rednecks. Are you tired of hearing low class people blame your culture for their problems? You should be attending the rally against rednecks, an evening dedicated to celebrating the contributions of our local Asian community and letting a bunch of trailer park trash yokels and what the world really thinks about them. When? Tuesday, June 2nd, 5 p.m. Where? Frisco City Hall, 6101. There's the address. Speak up for your community and stand up for those who are spreading lies. And then this is the flyer he put. Look at the flyer, bruh. Look at the flyer. The bold tonight. Oh my God. Oh man, this right here, bruh. Bruh. What happened to the 90s white people? Where y'all go, bruh? I guess the 90s white people aged out because technically the 90s at this point was like 27 years ago. So I guess they aged out, bruh. Yeah, they aged out. They children are up here because I'm telling you, if this was the 90s or maybe even early 2000s, and this was a black person doing this, that That would not fly. But here we are, you know what I mean? They children grew up with, you know, nose rings and red hairs and purple hairs, inclusive and progressive, and, you know, doing things of legal deletion called abortions and all this stuff. But anyway, oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy work right there, boy. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see if we got some more on homie right here. Let's see. What else do we got? Let me see. Do we have some more? I think we have some more. I'm trying to find. I had something that was on here earlier that was really good, but I can't find it. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay, well, we'll get to that later. Let's see. I had something else I want to show, but I think I messed up and screwed up what I was going to show you. Let me see if I screwed up. Yeah, I did, but I'm going to fix it. Okay, here we go. We're good. We're back on it. All right, let me find this one real quick, because it's like all scattered out, but it's all on the same thing. But let's see. Here it is. Okay, so this guy had one.
It's kind of like being in.
Okay, well, let me mute him first, all right? Because we got to get some more from old dude. Let's see. Where's his speaking? Where's his speech? He had a speech. There it is. Oh man. All right. So this dude did a video on this guy. We're gonna use a little bit of his video and just let him do some of the talking of the stuff that he is talking about. All right. So here we go. Same dude, but somebody else did a little show on him, so I'm going to take some clips out of his show. What's the name of the guy? Let me give the guy some credit. Who was the guy who did a show on him? I don't know who this guy name is, but whoever, if you know his name, give him a shout out. But anyway, so some more images of Mr. Zul Mohammed. Somebody said that the guy Zul Mohammed is destroying the impressions of Indians. That's what somebody said. But hey, I mean, like I always say, you have the faith is the same. The faith is the same. The faith is Islamist, but they disguise their faith under Muslims. You know what I mean? Because you got Muslims and you got Islamists. They're not the same. They're two different things. But you know, they disguise themselves as Muslims, but they're Islamists. They're a political agenda group that is into terrorizing. That's what they do. That's how they get things done. But anyway, let's hear what this guy has to say. We're going to learn some more about Zul Mohammed, but we got to let him talk. So let's continue to let Zul Mohammed talk. So here we go.
In Texas. Check out this little clip right here. Here we are. There's Zul. There he is. The guy, he has probably got an IQ of 65 if he's lucky, which shows you that he's not Indian. Shows you he's not Indian. So
I think it's Pakistani, which Pakistan is in. Anyway,
here we are now. So they are screaming and yelling. Okay, screaming and yelling about his Muslim stuff. Now look behind him. Who's that with the phone? There he is. There's our little boy. Right there, Clayton. There's Clayton Walker. Also trying to get in on this. This is stupidity in all directions. As Marco Rubio once said,
I'm sure that there are people that have made comments online and other places, because every country in the world has stupid people. I'm sure there's stupid people here. There's stupid people in the United States that make dumb comments all the time.
We went to Zol's account.
Okay, cool. So he showed that. Let me just get straight to the speech, because that didn't do absolutely nothing. I thought that had something else. But let's go straight to the speech that I had seen earlier. And this is letting him speak. Where is it? Where is the speech? Here we go. Here's the speech I was talking about. Let's let this man speak. Here we go. So Zul Mohammed speaking. Let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
With the sad truth being that Washington, D.C.
Pro United States of America.
With the sad truth being that Washington, D.C. is completely useless, and the United States has completed its life cycle. With the end of one thing comes the beginning of another. Welcome to the new American Republic. We are a government that truly embodies what it means to be an American. We respect individual values like freedom of expression, separation of religion and government, and the right to self-defense. If you're like me and realize the United States is a sinking ship, then come aboard the NAR and join the rebellion.
That's the man. Yeah.
All right, so real quick, I have to let him do it one more time. We have to watch it one more time. But when we watch it, let me see if I can zoom in on bro. Can I zoom in on bro? I think I can zoom in on bro. We gonna zoom in on bro this time. We gonna watch the video again, but we gonna zoom in on bro. All right, so I want you to. Can I zoom in when I'm zoomed in? Does that work? Can I do a double zoom? No, I can't do a double zoom, but we're going to do what I just said. We're going to zoom in. We're going to watch it again, but we're going to zoom in, just try to focus strictly on him. Let's try this again. So we got that there. This is about as good as I can get it. All right, we're going to watch it again, but pay attention to the eyes. Bro is reading a whole card. Here we go.
The United States has completed its life cycle. With the end of one thing comes the beginning of...
I don't know if that's better like that, or is it better like this? I can't tell. But anyway, just look at his eyes. I wish I could find this whole video, but I can't find it. But watch his eyes.
Another. Welcome to the new American Republic. We are a government that truly embodies what it means to be an American.
His eyes keep going down here. He's reading.
Values like freedom of expression, separation of religion and government.
His eyes are reading
and the
again.
right to self-defense. If you're like me and realize the United States is a sinking ship, then come aboard the NAR and join the...
Yeah, bro is reading a whole cue card, bro. He's reading somebody's paying. Bro got a payroll. He got to make sure he get in. I'm getting to this bag, bro. The hell with you Americans, bro. I'm getting to this bag. My bag says that I'm going for a new America. We're going to put Sharia law, Islamic State up in this bad boy. He read from a whole card, bruh. Oh my goodness. All right, do we got any more before we start going in on Mr. Zoll himself? Let me see. Let me see. Let me just go ahead and figure out this real quick. Let me see real quick. Let me see if I can find one more Mr. Zoll Muhammad, who is going for mayor in Carrollton, Texas. I don't understand how homie is just being able to walk around and be so freely. I mean, at some point, and that's a lot. I could go on and talk about a lot more stuff, but I'm just gonna focus on him for today because, you know, we can't have no mayor like that nowhere in anywhere. I mean, but you know, it keeps happening. You know what I mean? And I've already went over this a bunch of times. I went over this a bunch of times. I've done countless of streams that broke down everything Islamist. So I'm like beating a dead horse at this point, trying to tell people, and people don't be paying attention. So it's like, hey, I did my part. You can go through my list of stuff and you'll go back and be like, damn, he did talk about this extensively. He did great videos and thorough research. So it is what it is. Let me see. I'm trying to find one more video. If I can't find another video on him, I think that's really it. That's all we need. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dive in and we are going to basically look at said individual and we're just going to look at some history. And this was like, I couldn't believe I was able to pull this up so easily. And it was all by accident too. I was trying to find some of this and I ended up finding that, this, that, and this. And I was like, damn. All I gotta do is type this in and this is all that comes up. I was like, bro got a record, bro. Bro got a whole history. All right, so here we go. We're about to get started. Let me put all these up here on the screen so we can do all these piece by piece by piece. I thought I had this set up earlier, but I didn't. I mean, I got it set up, but not on the right screen. So let me put these on the right screen. But like I said, this is the guy. Bro's running for, oh, we actually do got a few more things about it. Oh no, we don't. Oh, we got two. We got two more little clips we could watch on them. But yeah, let me put these up over here first. And then we'll go through and watch those two little clips that I got. Because I am interested in watching those clips. Because I want to see what those are about. Because I pull those up for a reason. All right, let's see what we got here. We got this. Oh, man. Are these in order? I hope I got these in order. Is it order? Order. Oh, we got to move that over there. That's in the way. All right. And this here is going to go here. All right. Almost there. We got one more, two more to put. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Yeah, we about to go in today, y'all. We about to go in. We about to go in. All right, here we go. We got one more. Oh, that's just his face. All right, so here we go. So we're going to watch a few more shorts. So let's see what these shorts say right here. We're going to go over this short right here and see what this one's about. I'm kind of curious. I don't know what this is about, but we're going to get one more short in.
We have our local elections going.
All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and just watch this little short, see what this is about this guy right here.
On right now, I have to say, I love our local elections a lot more than I do our state and national. Currently, we have Zul Mohammed running for mayor again. Now, this is his 4th attempt to run for office.
4th attempt to run for office? Ninja, are you serious?
Here in Carrollton, Texas. Now, Zul made national news back in 2020 and then again in 2024 for committing voter fraud. Now, this video we have not seen in about 9 years. Zul was yelling at a woman who just was in remission from cancer, so she wasn't in the best of health. And to get him away, she had a little cup of dog ice cream in her hand, and she pushed him away in the face because he was spitting on her. And the video that you're getting ready to see is a result of that incident happening. Now, these are Zul's words on the infamous ice cream attack in 2017. It says, folks, now this is evidence of the ice cream attack. This is a brutal assault by disgruntled resident Tammy Hughes.
First of all, before this video even played, bro, black folks would not be able to get away with this shit. I just don't get it. Like, what? Anyway, let's see him fight with a white woman. Here we go.
Shoved ice cream in my face. What was your name, sir? What was your name? You can see the ice cream on my face right now. What was your name, sir? What was your name, sir? It's a lie. What's your name? I'm sure your name is not a lie. Just don't talk to him. Okay? I mean, you talk to him. You don't. There's ice cream on my face right here.
Bro, those are 2 zits. Go wash your nasty ass face, bro.
From when Tammy Hughes shoved her ice cream cone and assaulted me. There's ice cream on my face right here.
Bro, those are 2 whitehead zits that you need to pop. You nasty, bro. You nasty, bro. Go wash your face. You look dirty.
Here. From when Tammy Hughes shoved her ice cream cone and assaulted me.
And here is Zul Mohammed in present day 2026.
So I'm gonna keep on.
We have our local.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Well, as we can see, bro was ready to throw hands. They is white people, they seem like they really mad at y'all. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Honestly, white people, they seem pretty pissed at you guys. I mean, they gonna lay the smackdown on everybody, but they seem really pissed off at you guys, bro. There ain't no way in hell he gonna charge up a brother doing some shit like that. He gonna get his ass whooped. I don't get it, bro. Where all the vets, where all the Marines at? Like, y'all, how y'all letting this slide in town hall? How come the police ain't being crooked and like doing? I'm confused. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, y'all can't do, what happened to police brutality? Y'all can't do that no more? Like, they stopped you from doing it? What's going on, bro? That should have warranted an ass whooping right there on the spot. Then he should have went to jail, lumped up on the cameras on the photo, on the mugshot or whatever, and then y'all should have had like a whole different like version of the story twisted and like camera footage deleted and orchestrated. So what happened? What happened, bro? I guess cameras and social media kind of changed the game a little bit, didn't it? I digress. Anyway, so that's enough videos about Mr. Zul. So now I'm just going to go in and just show you what I found. I mean, this was not even hard to do. So I just went in, typed in some things, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, I wasn't trying to figure out all this. But anyway, so I found out, and all I did was just typed in his name, and bruh's rap sheet comes up on Google, which is pretty sad. Like, look, I typed in his name on Google, and like his rap sheet comes up. Look, there's his name, and look what comes up. Like, look, there he is right there. Election fraud map. And then you go down, Mayor of Carrollton, Texas, candidate 2026. And you go down here, and it says, is a Carrollton political figure currently appealing convictions for 106 felonies related to a 2020 mail-in ballot fraud scheme, for which he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Despite these legal issues, he's free on bond and recently lost a 2026 bid for mayor of Carrollton while also campaigning for the U.S. Senate. Nigga. Wow. Like how look at this, bro. He received concurrent sentences, 4 years for unauthorized ballot possession and 10 years probation for 81 fraudulent applications. How, bro? Like, hey, people, I'm going to run for Austin, Texas, city mayor. Just like vote for me. I mean, I'll run independent. I won't be Democrat. I won't be Republican. I'll vote independent. Give me all y'all's power, bro. Let me just go full dictator mode out here, bro. Let me just go full, just let me just rule all out power. And all of my voting decisions, I'm gonna be like, all right, people, what do y'all want me to do? And then y'all gonna vote for what y'all want me to do. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be live. I'm gonna live stream it. I'm gonna be like, all right, vote. I'm gonna do a live stream, right? And I'm gonna be like, all right, y'all, look. I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna have a question, and I'm gonna say, yay or nay. And then I'm gonna do the question, and then we're gonna see which majority rules for yays and nays. And then whatever majority rules, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do what the people say. Simple and plain, bro. The best independent you'll ever have. I mean, I ain't putting on no suit though. We finna walk up in there and, this white beater and stuff like that. Because clearly suits don't really mean shit. I mean, it just looks like it makes you look serious, but some of the biggest criminals wear suits. So at least let me keep my fitness get up on. I mean, as long as I'm doing what the people want, right? Let me go ahead and get in there and I'll get some changes done. I don't have any convicted felony histories or anything like that. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm clean. You can check my background, all that good stuff. Anyhow, let's keep going. Next thing I found was this. What was it? Oh no, it was this right here. So we found this. Dallas. This was Wednesday, June 17th. Damn, this today. Muhammad pleaded guilty to mail-in ballot fraud, now running for Carrollton mayor. April 11th, 2026. Okay. So this is a Carrollton candidate who confessed to committing voter fraud in a past election is back on mayor ballot this May. Well, so he already lost, but now he's running for U.S. Senate and he's tried 4 times and nothing's stopping him. Well, the situation is unusual. It's not unlawful. There you go. It's unusual, but it's not unlawful. In 2024, Zoe Muhammad pleaded guilty to more than 100 felony counts of voter fraud in his failed 2020 campaign for Carrollton mayor. A jury sentenced him to 4 years in state prison while agreeing with his attorney that Muhammad is mentally ill. Oh, way to go, liberals. My mental health. Oh, my mental health. I just have to think so much today. I just can't, my mental health. Now you can plead mentally ill for doing voter fraud. But Muhammad is appealing parts of his conviction and sentencing, arguing that the sting operation used to trace a mail ballot fraud scheme back to him was constitutionally suspect. As it's a court's condition of probation that bars Muhammad from engaging in election-related activities, allegedly, but bro just did, never mind. Under Texas election law, a person is ineligible to be a candidate if they have been finally convicted of a felony or determined by a court to be mentally incapacitated. He just said he was mentally ill. Neither applies to Muhammad. I see. Okay, I wasn't the only one that caught that. Voter fraud scheme. In 2020 of October, Muhammad caught with a box of fraudulently obtained mail ballots. The scheme cooked up by Muhammad involved submitting forged ballot by mail applications and directing the ballot to address of a commercial mailbox by lease using a fake ID. An employee in Denton County Elections Office notices suspicion applications all going to the same address. This nigga's stupid. This is stupid. Many of these similar handwritings are requested in the names of the voters who had already received ballots. Election officials worked with local law enforcement to identify the source of the forged applications and track the requested ballots back to Muhammad. He was arrested before any fraudulent ballots could be cast or counted. Okay, so they caught it beforehand. Oh, wow. This is crazy, yo. This is crazy, yo. There was another one I wanted to pull up. Where is it? There was some more that we had. I had some good ones. I don't know where they went. Oh. Is this it right here? Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we're going to look over this right here. What did I have? I had some other stuff going on. Where did I do with it? Okay, so we got this. We got that. I think I clicked. This is the one I clicked on? Yeah, so I have that next. What is this right here? It's the same thing. Where is it? No, there was something else that I had that had a bunch of, like, let me make sure I didn't lose it. Did I lose it? Oh no, I thought I had a good one. Oh crap. Oh, here it is. Here it goes. I found it. Here it goes. All right, so we have this right here. All right, so this is an election fraud map. Zul Mohammed, year 2024, state Texas, case type, criminal conviction, fraud type, false registration, impersonation fraud at the polls. So we have the outcome right here. Let me see if I can zoom this in for a little better for you so you can see. All right, let me see. Move it over a little bit right there. All right, I think that's good. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. All right, so we got Zul Mohammed was charged in Denton County and Carrollton mayoral race, which he was a candidate of the 106 felonies for a scheme in which he forged absentee ballot requests, applications for registered voters. He had them sent to a supposed nursing home that was a P.O. box at the mail store where he leased a virtual mailbox using a fictitious Texas driver's license and fictitious University of North Texas student ID. A search warrant of Muhammad's residence also found a fake insurance ID, a fake notary stamp, and a box of Dallas-Denton County ballot applications. Muhammad pleaded guilty to 25 counts of the method of returning ballot and 81 counts for fraudulent use of an application for ballot by mail. Following a 3-day sentencing trial before a jury, he was sentenced to 4 years in prison and 10 years probation. Good Lord. Oh, man. You know what? Go ahead and hit him with it. Okay, I have to say this. He's clearly getting away with murder right now. He's getting away with everything that he wants to do. Now, I have to ask this question. Everything that we just saw, everything that we're seeing them do, white people, gather around real quick. I have to talk to you first. I just have to ask this question and let me know if I'm wrong, okay? I have to ask this question because there's no way he can get away with it. He's getting away with all of this. All right. Question. This entire time we've gone through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s and the harsh treatment that we've seen of melanated people of color in this country. My question is what he's doing, was this stuff that you guys were doing or able to do the entire time? And according to this article right here, it says that while the situation is unusual, it is not unlawful. So my question is this the stuff that y'all were doing to black people this entire time? That all of these things you were able to do, but it wasn't unlawful? But it looked unlawful, but it wasn't unlawful. So therefore you could do all sorts of nefarious and crazy things, but still proceed forward and get away with it with having a rap sheet, you know, as long as like a English paper essay. Is this what was going on the entire time? So now is it that these people who are coming over here as immigrants are using your playbook on you and her? Oh my goodness, I digress. Oh man, he needs to go to jail. I'm gonna have to say that because this is really bad, bro. There's nothing good about this whatsoever. All right, All right, let's go ahead and check this out. So I got his mugshot up here. Now this thing had two sources. It had two sources at the bottom of the thing I just read to you. Where is it at? Right here. So it had two sources on this thing that I read to you. Right here. We had source one. Bam, which we'll read. Shows right here. Carrollton man sentenced for mayor election fraud, December 17th, 2024. Bro is smiling in his picture. All right, let's zoom in so you can see it better. Oh, not that much. Denton County sentenced Zul Muhammad on December 13th to 4 years in prison and 10 years of probation. After the plea, he pled guilty to 25 counts of method of returning mail-in ballots and 81 counts of fraudulent use of application for a ballot by mail. This sentence stems from the 43-year-old's 2020 arrest in connection with the misuse of mail ballots for Carrollton mayor race for which he was a candidate. According to Denton County, Muhammad forged ballot by mail applications and under Carrollton residents' names. He had them sent to Louisville mail store where he leased a virtual mailbox using fake IDs. Jesus Christ, you can just fake everything at this point. The 3-day jury sentencing trial in the 462nd District Court, which could have resulted in punishment of 2 to 20 years in prison, fines, or probation. Muhammad remained in custody until Friday afternoon. Today's a big day for election integrity in Denton County. Denton County Judge Andy Eads said, "I'm so proud of the Denton County jury that stood up for election integrity." I agree. I am proud of our Denton County election administration for catching the attempted fraud for Sheriff Tracy Murphy. Is that Murphy? Murphy? And his team for thoroughly investigating the crime and bringing Muhammad to justice, and for our dedicated prosecution for bringing it to the finish line. All right. September 2020. So this was COVID. This was COVID times because COVID hit March 2020. Denton County elections and administrative staff first noted irregularities in several applications for ballots by mail and began reviewing the applications. On September 23rd, 2020, the Denton County Sheriff Office was made aware that the election administration staff of possible fraud activities with absentee ballot applications. Absentee ballots had been requested sent to P.O. Box in Louisville, alleged to belong to a nursing home. After contacting Carrollton residents who had not requested the ballots they received, investigations began a surveillance of the postal facility from which the ballots were sent. And on October 27, 2020, a search warrant was issued for Muhammad's residence. Investigators found a fraudulent Texas driver's license, a fake insurance ID, a fake notary stamp, and a fake box of Dallas and Denton County ballot applications. Why does he only have counts for fake? Let me just stop. Jury foreman Shannon Napier said after hearing she was way more confident in Denton County's elections after election administrator Frank Phillips described the proceeds of checks and balances and verifying all ballots. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this is my thing right here. He pled guilty to 25 counts of method of returning ballots and 81 counts of fraudulent use of an application. But what about this? What about the search warrant found that he had a fake driver's license, fake insurance ID, fake notary stamp, and a box of, so they got him for the applications, but what about the notary stamp, the insurance, and the driver's license? Is that not maybe it's not a crime. I'm just going to assume it's not a crime. Having all sorts of fake IDs is not a crime. Now, remember, I did a show about sleeper cells, and that one guy, I forget his name, who's ex-CIA or whatever, he talked about how sleeper cells are done, and he said that they get these people like fake IDs, fake birth certificates, fake social security numbers, and all this stuff. I'm just saying. He could be a sleeper cell agent, for all I know. All right, so we're going to go back to this thing right here. And then here's the second source. So this is source one, here's source two. Let's see what this gives us. Denton County News and Update. So here we go. December 13th, 2024, from the office of Denton County Judge Andy Eads. Hey, Mr. Andy Eads, maybe you should have came down with a more harsh punishment. 4 years wasn't enough. This week, jury's decision reflects that we have known all along. Our Denton County election system stands strong despite one man's attempt to fraudulently impact an election, and Denton County is unique in using hand-marked paper ballots to ensure our elections are fair, accurate, and completed with integrity, which is probably why Trump has been trying to shoot that down. The very system of a fair and free election is what separates us from third world countries. Oh, man, he's going in. And then we have all this right here. It says this week, Denton County jury sentenced Zul Muhammad, who was 43 years old at the time, to 4 years in prison, 10 years probation after he pled guilty to 25 of method and 81 counts of fraudulent use. Okay, so clearly I don't think he did any time. I don't think he did any time. So we just have the same story right here that they go in on. All right. Yeah. So he says Denton County Sheriff's Office in conjunction with the Texas Attorney General Office, Texas Department of Public Safety, and Louisville Police Department arrested and charged Zool with 109 felonies related to the voter fraud on October 8th. Oh, Lord. 30-20? 3 counts were later dropped. All right. So we got all this right here. All right. And there's a typo. It says 30-20. They meant 2020. All right. Oh, boy. This is crazy. It's crazy. All right. So here's the main thing I want to go over. So now that we looked at those two things, now let's go ahead and pull up the appeal. He appealed it. We're gonna read the appeal because remember, he got 4 counts, but bro is going in to appeal it because he's like, this is not fair. He's like, to all of you Americans, this is no longer America. This is the new America. To all of you Americans and veterans, I feel like this. So now we're going to see his appeal. And I actually got the paperwork for this one. So we're going to read this. So it's Zul Muhammad appellant versus the state of Texas appealee. Appeal from the 462nd District Court, Denton County, Texas. All right. Memorandum opinion. May 26, 2026. So that was what? May, June, last month, not even a whole damn month ago. So appellant Muhammad appeals from the convictions rendered against him in 2 cases. The first, he was convicted on 81 counts of fraudulent use of an application for mail by ballot. The second, he was convicted on 25 counts of knowingly possessing another voter's official ballot or official carrier envelope. But what about the fake ID, the fake notary? What about all that? That don't mean nothing? I guess not. Before trial, appellant moved to suppress evidence obtained through a GPS tracking order and subsequent search warrant. He moves to, well, I guess you could do that. The trial court denied the motion. Appellant then pleaded guilty and the jury assessed punishment on the ballot application counts. The jury assessed 10 years of confinement, probation for 10 years. On the ballot possession counts, the jury assessed 4 years of confinement. Appellant raises 6 issues. By the first 5, he challenges the suppression ruling. The 6th challenges a condition of probation that restricts election-related activities. We modify the judgment to strike 2 provisions of the probation condition, and we affirm the judgment was modified. Background. At the suppression hearing, Captain Edward Barrett of the Denton County Sheriff's Office testified that he applied for and obtained both the GPS tracking order and the search warrant. The investigation began when the local election office reported suspicious mail-in ballots requests. More than 80 applications listed the same address, a private mailbox at a pack and ship store. The mailbox was registered to Ali Karmi, a fictitious person. The application to open the box used false identification, false insurance information, and a false notary acknowledgement. Barrett devised a plan to place a GPS tracker inside a box containing ballots and threw the device together with continuous visual surveillance to identify the person who retrieved the package. Officers sent 25 ballots to the mailbox under the names listed on the fraudulent application, with the tracker placed in the same box. 3 days later, the registered owner of the box was notified that a package awaited pickup. A man later identified as appellant arrived, claimed ownership of the box, took the package and placed it in his car, and the officer followed the vehicle to a residence at that address. Another officer observed the vehicle, pulled through the alley and into the attached garage. Throughout the surveillance, the team maintained visual contact with the vehicle. While Barrett drafted the probable cause affidavit, a woman in a tan vehicle arrived at the residence. She approached the front door, returned to her vehicle with an item placed in her trunk, and drove away. Officers followed and stopped her. They determined that she had not removed any evidence from the house. The GPS tracker remained inside the residence the whole time. Investigators knew of this event before they submitted the warrant application, yet Barrett's affidavit did not mention it. Well, we're not matching any affidavits. Appellant also points to several discrepancies between the description of the residence that appeared in the affidavit, the warrant, and the testimony at the hearing. The affidavit referred to the address as this in both Denton and Dallas counties. The warrant placed the address solely in Dallas County. The affidavit and testimony described the dwelling as a single-story home. The warrant described it both as a single-story house and as an apartment residence. The affidavit describes the brick as brown. The warrant describes it as red. Barrett testified that the brick appeared pink or reddish brown appearing on the viewer. The affidavit states the property was controlled by Zulariya Muhammad. The warrant identified the controlling party only as a suspect resident. Evidence at the hearing established that the appellant's parents owned the home. Barrett explained that the brick could reasonably be described as red, reddish, brown, or brown. The home sits approximately 150 yards inside Dallas County, just across the line from Denton County, where Barrett primarily worked. The circumstances accounted for the affidavit's reference to Denton County. Barrett conceded that the warrant's description of the property as an apartment residence was an error, and he confirmed that he drafted the affidavit while parked about a block from the home and that he later executed the warrant at the same residence he kept under surveillance. Sherbanu Muhammad testified that she and her husband own the home and that no one named Zulariya Muhammad has ever owned or controlled it. Analysis. A constitutionality of Article 18B and probable cause for search. By his first and second issues, appellant challenges the legal foundation for the GPS tracking order and search warrant that followed. He contends that probable cause did not support either order because Barrett's affidavits rested on speculation that the person who collected the ballots was the fraudster and would transport them to a location containing further evidence. He further contends that the statutory scheme authorizing the GPS order, Article 18B of the Code of Criminal Procedure, violates the Fourth Amendment by supplanting the probable cause standard in a lower threshold, by failing to require a judicial finding of probable cause, and by authorizing anticipatory tracking for mere evidence. We overrule both issues. We review the trial court's ruling on a motion to suppress under a bifurcated standard. We afford almost total deference to the trial court's determination of historical facts supported by the record, and we review de novo the application of law to those facts, including the question of constitutional law and these things right here. We need not to reach the constitutionality of Article 18B. The record establishes that Barrett did not rely on GPS tracker alone to develop probable cause for the search of the residence. Barrett testified that the vehicle was under constant visual surveillance from the moment that appellant collected the package at the package ship store until it arrived at this address. Asked whether officers had eyes on the same vehicle the entire time, independent of the GPS tracker, Barrett answered yes. While he drafted the probable cause affidavit, from about a block away, he received the real-time radio updates from the multi-agency surveillance team that they kept continual visual contact with the vehicle. All right, we're just gonna keep going down. I'm gonna get past all this, so I don't have to read this whole thing. But let's see if we can wrap this all up. Let's see, alleged material omission supporting probable cause affidavit. So they're saying the affidavit didn't match. Sufficiency of the search warrant's description. Sufficiency of the search warrant's description. They're going through each issue. They had 5 or 6 issues. So this is in his 4th issue. Appellant challenges the search warrant's description of the home, urging the warrant inaccurately describe the brick and in one place and describe the property as an apartment residence. So there's another issue that they had. It says that the Constitution does not require a perfect description, though a facially insufficient one may invalidate the warrant. The Court of Criminal Appeals have recognized that an officer's familiarity with the property can ameliorate inaccuracies in the description. All right. So let's see. We overrule appellate's 4th issue. So they ruled both. They overruled the 4th one. Did they overrule the 3rd one? Even in the fact they would. Claims. All right, well, I'm not going to go back and try to find those. But they overruled the 4th issue. His 5th issue, the appellant urges that the trial court should have suppressed the search results because the judge who signed the warrant failed to act as a neutral and detach the magistrate. According to the appellant, the variations between the affidavit and the warrant are so severe that they demonstrate the magistrate merely rubber stamped the warrant. This nigga did fake notary and talking about a magistrate rubber stamping. This nigga did a whole fake notary. Appellate cites no authority for the standard of review on this question, and none of the propositions that none for the proposition that descriptive variations between an affidavit and a warrant suffice to show that the magistrate has abdicated her role. Let's see. So then the affidavit and warrant here suffer from no comparable defects. The warrant lists items to be seized, and only variations are minor descriptive differences in the property to be searched. Decker is inapposite, and nothing else in the record suggests that the magistrate failed to act as a neutral and detached magistrate. We overrule the fifth one. Conditions of probation. By his sixth issue, the appellant urges that the probation condition prohibiting him from engaging in election-related activities violates the First Amendment. The nerve. Among conditions of probation, the trial court ordered that the appellant shall not engage or participate in any election-related activities to include, but not limited to, registering votes or voters, accessing or requesting voter data, assisting any voter to complete a ballot or ballot application, poll watching or poll greeting, working or volunteering in any political campaign, and campaigning or electioneering of any kind. Appellant objects to the condition as a blanket prohibition on political speech, and he proposed instead that he be required to report activities such as registering a post office box or making campaign declarations or donations so that his conduct could be monitored. The trial court overruled the objection. Like, shut your ass up. Oh boy. Let's see. Consider the term barring a defendant. Let's see. Let's get down. Conclusion. We modify condition FF of appellant's order of community supervision to delete the phrases any election related activities to include, but not limited to, and campaigning or electioneering of any kind. The remaining enumerated restrictions stand. So they changed the phrase from any election related activities to campaigning or electioneering of any kind. So he cannot campaign or electioneer of any kind, but he can still have something to do with some type of election related activities, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So it seems like, as I was reading this, because he went down and he broke down each one, because he had like six things that he wanted to appeal and 6 issues. So let's see. I read the first 2. I think I skipped the third one. I think I did skip the third one. So his first and second issues, we overruled both issues. Okay. And then let's see, the third issue, we reviewed the trials court. We do not reach constitutional under this. Okay. The validity, this finds. Okay. Let me see. Where's the third one? Appellant probable cause challenges fares no better. What was the third one? I'm trying to find the third one. In his third one, here it is. The appellant contends that Barrett made material omissions in the search warrant affidavit by failing to disclose that an unidentified woman briefly approached the resident while Barrett. Okay. So then what did they say about that one? We overrule appellant's third issue. All right. So they overruled his third issue. So, yeah. So there's that. So he appealed, but they overruled it. So his appeal didn't go the way he wanted it to. No, his appeal didn't go the way he wanted it to. And I'll see if I can find that last part. I can't find it. I'm not going to go through too much going into it. Oh, right here. By his 6th issue, appellant urges that the probation condition prohibiting him from engaging in any or in election related activities. They wanted to change that to what they changed it to as far as the terms go. So yeah, there's that. So I mean, he's still in Sneeze Gaming. What's up? Sorry, I just saw that. I was real busy reading. What's going on, Sneeze Gaming? How you doing, sir? Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm just now seeing your message. But yeah, so I mean, as we see, Zul Muhammad has been busy, and he hasn't faced any jail time, as far as I know. I mean, does he go to jail for anything that he's done? That's my question. I don't see him being jailed for anything. So that's my question. Does he go to jail for anything that he's done, or what? Or does anything happen? Because if nothing happens, then there's nothing, you know, I mean, it's like, then what? I mean, 106 felony counts, bruh. 106 convicted of over 100. And he got 4 years and 10 years probation, but he ain't done no years. To my understanding, I don't think he did any years unless he did his time from 2020 to 2024. That'd be my only guess, but I don't think he did. Let's see. Did he go to jail? Let me see. Did he go to jail? Did he go to jail? Let's find out right now. It doesn't take long to figure this stuff out. Nope. There it is. Here it is right here. I'm going to show it to you. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'll show you right here. I asked if he went to jail. Zul Mirza Muhammad was sentenced to 4 years in prison for voter fraud in late 2024, but as of 2026, he remains free on bond while appealing his conviction. So he appealed it already to the Court of Criminal Appeals, although an appellate court affirmed his sentence on May 26, 2026. He has not yet been taken into custody and continues to face additional charges for impersonating a public officer. Nigga, what? You gotta be shitting me, bro. He remains free on a $25,000 bond for newer charges it faces in August 14th court date. Okay, well, we'll keep up with this guy's story because god dang, bro. Like, what the hell? Admitted Texas vote fraudster still free after losing appeal 13 days ago. I mean... Noting he faces additional felony charges for impersonating a public servant with an August 14, 2026 court date. So he got court next month. No, June, July. He got court in 2 months. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I don't know what to say about this, bro. Like, I can only just like look at, I'm just like, hey, man, I don't know what to say about this. I just have to look and just be like, you can do, I've seen, bro, y'all have locked black people up for less. Oh, my goodness. Before we leave, let's take a look at him at the redneck rally. Let's go ahead and take a look at him at the redneck rally, because maybe he had a redneck rally because he hates rednecks. So let's take a look at him at the redneck rally. Here we go.
I know it's for you. Whoa! Move your ass. Can you tell your mom that? I'm getting my. That's what your mom told me last night. Come on, Joel, stop being a pussy. Right? You're being a pussy. You're a fraud. You're a liar. Joel, you're being a pussy. You are nothing but America represents. Where's your rally at, man? Where's all your people? Where's all your friends? You're a leader of nothing. You don't lead nothing. Someone's asshole. Where's your people? He's got shit on his shirt. He's got shit on his shirt. He's got shit on his shirt.
Zool, you have shit on your shirt. Is that from your mom? Is that your wife's shit on your shirt? You fucking faggot. USA! Then do it, Zool, do it.
Okay, if you listen to what he said at the very ending, I mean, I'm trying to listen to what he's saying at the end. I think you should pay attention to what he's saying, because he's actually, because to have that, where he get all this money to fight these lawyers and criminal charges and all this stuff that he's fighting, to go to a court of appeals, to have a lawyer, to go to, you know what I mean? Like, you got to have money to do this. And one thing you do got to pay attention to is, where's all this money coming from for him to be able to pull this shit off? And then on top of that, go to jail, get a bond, be out free on bond, go to court, have an attorney for, you know, multiple court cases. Like, you got to ask yourself that $1 million question, because that stuff ain't cheap. At the end of the day, his stuff ain't cheap. So you sit here and you watch this, but try to listen to what he's saying. I'm going to see if I can listen to what he's saying, aside from what the people are saying. Listen to his words.
He's got shit on his shirt. He's got shit on his shirt. He's got nobody's happy.
It's all your people. It's all your friends.
You're a leader.
He says, I am the leader of the new American something.
You don't need work. Someone's asshole. Where's your business? He's got shit on his shirt. He's got shit on his shirt. He's got nobody's happy. Your people don't support. Zool, you have shit on your shirt. Is that from your mom? Is that your wife's shit on your shirt? You fucking faggot.
He says, I'm not a coward. You guys are cowards. I think he says, I'm born here. I think.
USA!
I know how to deal with you people. And with that statement, the fact that he's going in and running for a political position or political office with multiple counts of felony, multiple counts of felony or voter fraud or whatever you want to call it, you can't say he's wrong, because he is in the right position to fight the people that he's fighting. Because right now, he can't fight them like this. He knows he can't, but at the same time, he's not being touched. But he is in a position to try to get into political office, and he's tried 4 times already. I'm not siding with him. I'm saying pay attention, because he ain't the only one to think like this. I think that should be something to pay attention to. I think it should be something to pay attention to, the mindset that he has, and that mindset goes across the board. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to get up out of here. Hopefully you learned something on today's show. Hopefully I brought you some insight and some knowledge. We got to get up out of here, man. I'm thinking I might run another live stream right after this. I might go do me a little jog. I got to get some jogging in and then come back and do the live stream. But if not, we'll be back tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how everything pans out. But in the meantime, man, thank y'all for tuning into today's show. We'll catch y'all either later today or tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you. Love you. Take care and peace.
Thank you for watching D. Elliott Fitness live stream. Goodbye.
Baby, I'm obsolete. Pockets chunky like cottage cheese. Real nigga, I just gotta be. Smoking weed that don't gotta see. Used to be a hustler prodigy. I love when people say they proud of me. I'm eating good, smoking broccoli. Taking over blocks like Monopoly. Only fuck the ones that's my policy. Most of these hoes trying to cause a scene. Like niggas mad they not on the team. See, I got bread, then buy the dream.